Hey y'all, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I hope to accomplish three things. Number one is show how much money can be made with DoorDash. Number two, since we've had a lot of new viewers, I want to introduce everybody to mine and Cindy's lifestyle. And number three is discuss if this is a viable way to make money. So Cindy and I, for the past 6.5 years, have lived full-time in our motorhome, and we work camp our way across the country. We currently manage a campground in New Jersey, and we have the winters off, so we came down to Georgia to spend the winter. And in Georgia is where I learned about DoorDash. So after much pondering, I started playing around with it for the last month. And I said, you know, I think it's possible to make some short-term money doing DoorDash. So I make about, personally, $2,000 a month work camping. So can I replace that income by driving DoorDash, which can be done anywhere across the country? Now, I know the markets are different for each location. So we're in the little town of Blairsville, Georgia. It is a small mountain town in North Georgia. I don't even know the population, but compared to a lot of the places I've lived, it's small. So I decided this would be a good test to see if I can in fact replace my work camping income. So for the next 30 days, I'm going to try to achieve $2,000 worth of income. And by doing that, I'll know if I can replace my salary or not. So this video starts on the challenge started on December 29th. So the way DoorDash works is a typical work week is Monday through Sunday with payouts the following Monday. So I decided to follow the DoorDash schedule, and that is what we did. So the first day is going to be December 29th, and here's what happened. Day one of the challenge, and I'll stick the screenshot from the app giving me my day-in totals on the screen. So day one, I worked 4 hours and 55 minutes. DoorDash offered me 15 dashes, which I took 11 of them, for a total payout of $115.01. And I know everybody's concerned with the mileage. I drove 52 miles that day. Day two, I worked a little bit longer, 6 hours and 13 minutes. Now, in addition to this challenge is I'm trying to see how few hours I can work. I want to work less than the 40 hours that a typical work camping job can have. So we worked 6 hours and 13 minutes. DoorDash offered me 14 dashes. I took all 14. I made $127.30 and drove 94 miles. On day three of this challenge, I worked 7 hours and 14 minutes. That's almost a full work day. I was offered 20 dashes, which I took 18 of them. And I drove 111 miles, and payout was $147.45. Now, the other thing I'm trying to do is, if I can, not work the weekends, spend those with my wife. So I decided to work New Year's Day. Didn't know how it was going to turn out. And that is, so on day four, I worked 6 hours and 11 minutes. I was given the opportunity to take 21 different dashes. I took 16 of them. On New Year's Day, either the dash was really good with good payouts, or it was really bad. But I noticed that people seem to have tipped a little bit more because I was working on a holiday. Total payout for New Year's Day, day 4, was $122.88, and I drove 97 miles. Day 5 was a very short day for me. I worked 3 hours and 51 minutes. I was given 9 offers and I took all 9 of them. The payout was $75.76 for a total of 61 miles. So I decided to take day 6 and 7 off. That's the weekend. And so I'll give you the totals for the week. So for those first 5 days of dashing, I worked 28 hours and 24 minutes, well below a 40-hour work week. I was offered 79 dashes, which I took 68 of. Now, if I'm breaking this down in quarters, then my goal is to make $500 weekly. So week 1 of this challenge, my payout was $588.40. I drove 415 miles. Now let's break that down into hourly pay and pays per mile. My goal is to try to not take an offer that pays less than $1.50. A couple times you have to. So how did my mileage work out? I did not make my goal of $1.50 a mile. My payout was $1.42 a mile, which was a little light, but again, I'm in a smaller market that does seem to be saturated with dashers, and I just don't think that I can make the money as if I worked Atlanta or somewhere. I watch all these YouTubers, you don't take it unless it's $2 a mile and all that. I'm trying to get $1.50. Hourly, like I said, I worked 28 hours and 24 minutes. For the ease of math, I rounded it up to 28 and a half hours. So that comes to $20.64 an hour. Now, if you are a full-time RVer that work camps, you'll know that most work camping jobs pay between $12 an hour and $16 an hour. If you're not a full-time RVer, I've seen jobs starting at Walmart and McDonald's and other part-time jobs that pay between $12.50 an hour and $17 an hour. So with DoorDashing this week at $20.64, I feel like that this was as good or better than those jobs. Yes, you've got wear and tear on your vehicle and you've got gas, but you're also making anywhere from $8.50 to $6 more an hour. So you just got to be careful with what dashes you take and your time. What I've noticed is I try to work breakfast shift and I try to work lunch shift. Now on New Year's I did work lunch and dinner, but you know, the older you get, the worse your eyesight is at night. So I'm trying to work during the daylight hours for the most part. So let me know in the comments what you think about this opportunity. Is it a good side hustle? Is it something that you can add to your regular job to where, like I met a lady that's a school teacher while I was waiting on food at a restaurant. When she gets through working at 4 o'clock, she'll dash until 7 when she goes home, and then she goes home. She says she makes a couple extra $100 a week, which really helps her family in this economic time. So let me know if you would consider door dashing, if you think I did okay, what I need to change, and what other reporting you'd like to see. Until next time, stay safe out there. I'll see you next week.